Oh, Snicker here, coming at you with another custom mod, tip, fix, whatever you want to call it, for the MCU Captain America A Brave New World movie, Red Hulk. I've done something to this figure which I've not seen anyone really do online. I swear I saw it somewhere, but I can't find where I originally saw it, which is really annoying me. It might have just been in a review somewhere, I'm not too sure. But this figure is a pretty decent figure. I like it. It's a good solid Hulk figure. I do wish it was a bit wider, a bit broader, personally. But overall, I don't mind it. The only real gripe I have of it is the trousers. They are not like this in the movie. These are like leggings or whatever. In the movie, he just wears torn up jeans or trousers, which always seem to stretch that perfect amount and not fall off. Sure. Comic logic. Anyway, yeah, and the face likeness. Most people don't like the face likeness to the character in the movie. Yeah, I can agree to that. It's not the best likeness, but does it bother me enough? Not really. Not that fast. If I ever see a cheap head going online or whatever, I might grab it, but I'm honestly not too bothered about that. But one thing that did bother me about the figure, though, is something they've chosen to do with it. So the figure's pretty well articulated with double knees, double elbows, and it's got a diaphragm joint, which isn't the best range, and overall, the articulation is not terrible. One point of articulation, though, is, I think, dumb. Because it's there, but it's not there. If you've got this figure in hand, you'll know basically from the boot down here, we're going to call this a boot, even though it's a leg, we're going to call this a boot hitch, for example, just for simplicity. The boot cut here is a separate piece. So it moves, but it moves that much. What? Why? Why were they thinking that? It's so dumb. I popped this off, and there's clearly a peg going into this lower leg, this boot. But it's surrounded by like a triangle shape, like a curved triangle. Why they didn't make it just a simple circle and give you that full rotation, I don't know. I've done it on this side here, and now he has full 360 degree rotation there, separately. But it really isn't hard to do. I popped off, trimmed down the disc there to make it more of a round rather than a triangle, sand it down, popped it back on, boom, works. No problem whatsoever. I just don't get whether they do that. Now, I did mine with an X-Acto knife, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute, but you could probably do a lot easier with a Dremel, but I was trying to show you with an X-Acto knife to show you how easy it can be done. The other thing I've done with this figure is increase his diaphragm movement, so he can now go like all the way back there, and go forward all the way there. You don't gain a load forward, but it is a little bit better. And we'll take a little notch out of the back of his neck as well to increase his head up motion. Okay, so we've popped the leg off, and as you can see, there's very clearly a peg sticking out there, but for whatever reason, Hasbro made the actual surrounding like a curved triangle. No idea why I've done that. If they've done a peg that can slot into a different part, why not make it round so therefore you can have that articulation? It seems stupid that they've done this, because all you get is just like nothing, like a tiny little bit of wobble. It's like, what is that? So dumb. So yeah, what I'm going to do is cut this off and make this more into a round disc. As you can see, I've done a slight little pencil line of a circle going round, so I'm going to try and do that now, and hopefully we'll have a boot rotation. I'm going to heat this because this is thick plastic. I'm probably going to need that again, so we'll leave that there. But here we go. Oh yeah, so much easier. Now, I'm trying this because I'm not too worried about if I make a mistake, I can always get another one. It's not the most expensive figure right now. See, a lot of people do like the head swap because I don't feel like they like the likeness to the character from the movie, but I don't care. I'm not worried if it's super screen accurate for likeness. And those extra heads cost like more than the figure normally, so it's ridiculous. If I ever can get my 3D printer working, I might do my own, but I'm not exactly optimistic about that happening. Just doing a little bit by a little bit. I wasn't even planning on doing this, so I was just moving my boxes around. I grabbed my MCU box and I was like, oh yeah, Hulk. Doesn't he have that weird kind of calf rotation, or lack of calf rotation? How bad is it? I pulled him out and I was like, oh yeah, it's that bad. What do you guys think of Brave New World? I really liked it. Wasn't the best movie in the world, but I didn't hate it. Alright, that's not too bad. There's a bit too much here. Alright, let's sign up there. How bad is it? Do maybe a little bit of a trim here. Okay. Let's see how well this works, shall we? I think that's enough. Let's see how it works. Okay, so it's gone on. And holy snot! Look at that! Well, that wasn't hard at all. I've just done that in my 15-minute break from work. It's taken me not even 10 minutes. I let that cool to make sure the plastic will still move once it's cooled down. So the other custom I see people do is with the diaphragm joint. So with it currently, without being touched, you can only go forward like that much. Like, that's not the best. And back that much. Again, not the best. And his head here, that's all the way back, and that's all the way forward. Forward you're not going to get any more because the chin's going to touch the chest, so I'm not worried about that. But I know you can cut out a bit of the neck there, cut the torso here, and torso here to make that work. So we're going to do that. I'll do it on camera. I'll show you guys how it's done. Don't sleep. Well, that just pops off really easy. Oh, look at that. There to touch that again. Crazy. That's my ankle, not my wrist. Oh, I did that really awkward camera. Oh, that's interesting. You see that? It's a rubber overlay. That is a tiny peg. Okay, that overlay is just not coming off. It's so thick in there. But what we need to do is trim away some of this and trim away some of that. But it's also banging on the plastic, so we're going to have to get right in there and cut away the plastic as well. So I'm probably going to need my Dremel. Start with a knife. So go look, see what's blocking it, and so far it's down there that's blocking it going forward. I don't know if you can see that. So these legs are driving me crazy. Let's bend them back, look. Let's see if that helps. Okay, that's easy to work with. Right, is that centre? Scoot a bit more over there in it. See, it's still banging on the bottom of that bar. So it's still banging on this bar here. So I need to Dremel, get rid of this little bit down here. That's hard to do with an X-Acto knife. Not this blade anyway. Right. Breathe, don't want to get my Dremel out. You gotta be careful because obviously how much you take is going to impact, so you don't want to go too low. I should have actually made note of how high that goes up, which I normally do. Don't know why I didn't do that for this one. But what we can do is on the back of the neck. I'll put this back on and we'll see what this does. Right, put the head on. Forward, just about to see the hole there, but I think that's a bit better. The ball is able to move like, actually I want to say I'll take a little bit more from the inside. Okay. See, I think that's better. Right. Let's put the torso back on and see what we've done. Not done massively on the back here, actually. we've done nothing because it's all down here. Okay, for that one, I'm going to get my Dremel out. So that's to readjust the camera. Right, got the Dremel out here, see if we can do the last little bit. See if we can rejig some lights. Okay, that's better. There you go. See, now it goes all the way down. Right. Let's put this back together. All right. Okay, so line the waist up. Focus. So back, way much better back, and you can only just about see the gap there. And going forward. So I would argue not the masses amount forward, that's annoying. Might have to do something else. And then the head, yeah. So I suspect it's that which is causing a bit of problem. I might, they're really hollow, aren't they? I think I might trim that out quickly. We have to go through. Right, let's see if that makes a scrap of difference. Yeah, still don't think it's doing much. It's very frustrating. I see the gap, so I can't really go further. Can't really go much further forward. Let's trim that bit down the bottom there. I mean, that's quite far forward now. For taking more, it is going to take away from there. So I probably could, because it really wasn't showing that much. Only coming down to maybe the top abs. I might go a little bit more. I'll have to heat that up next time. Just going to Dremel now. Brilliant, that goes all the way down now. Just tighten it up a little bit. Right, let that file go. So that's basically up to there. So that's the top of the chest. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case anymore. Here's the forward range of the diaphragm before and after. Here's the forward range of the diaphragm before and after. And this is the back before and after. As for the head modification, I'm not sure if this one's even worth it. After recording that, I have cut off a little bit more in the actual neck cavity there to make it flatter and a bit more flush down here. Because the problem I was having was the peg wasn't going back like that much. You see there's a bit of a gap here. So now the peg goes like a bit more. But even then, it's not massive. And comparatively, what you used to get, according to a review, and look on my screen, was about that much. Because the hair's just touching the shoulders. And then with my mod, you get that much. So I would say the neck's probably not worth it. It felt like when I did it, it was like only there. But, we'll see. At the end of the day, you've got to decide if it's worth your time to do these modifications to improve your figure's articulation. For these, I did this one on camera with an X-Acto knife, and it took me like 10 minutes. For this one, I did with my rotary tool, my Dremel, and it took me less than 5, I think. So yes, it's definitely easier with the rotary tool, but I was trying to show it can be done with an X-Acto knife because, as I said, not everyone has a rotary tool Dremel. I was also trying to show the torso modification can be done with just an X-Acto knife. But unfortunately, I ran out of time, which is why I then had to resort to my rotary tool. I think with a little bit of time and perseverance, it can definitely be done with just an X-Acto knife if you want to give it a try. Just be slow, take your time, just take little by little at a time. The worst thing you can do is cut off a massive chunk and then have to try and glue it back on. I've done that in the past. It's doable, but it's a pain. In fact, I did that in a modification video, which you'll see later. So anyway, guys, that is my little custom mod tip, fix, whatever you want to call it, for the Captain America Brave New World Red Hulk. Yes, I'm aware this didn't happen in the movie, but I had him on display as he only just arrived the other day, and I can't seem to find my Captain America. I don't know what happened to it. Ironically, I have two. One's still in this box, can't find that, and I've got another one out of its box. Not on display, put it away, can't find it. So, yeah, anyway. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful to those who wish to do it. And thanks a lot for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and all that lovely stuff. It really does help me out. Do more videos for you guys, and yeah, I'm going to catch you in my next one. Thanks a lot, guys. See ya. I was also trying to show how to do the torso. I was also trying to show how to do the torso mod with just a sword. I was also trying to show how to do the torso modification with just a X-Acto knife. With just an exact. I was also trying to show how to do the